Welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm going to teach you how you can take some nice crisp shot of the moon just like this. Moon photography is one of the most desired form of astrophotography. However, photographers find it very challenging to get a nice shot, a clear shot of the moon with all the detail, the craters and the sharpness. In this video, I'm just going to show you how you can achieve those results. Please watch the video right till the end. Let's get on to it. Now to shoot the moon, you will definitely need a camera, not your cell phone. Though today's cell phone have those digital zoom and not the optical zoom to get the result you want. So you will need a camera, whether it's a DSLR or a mirrorless. It's a crop or a full frame. A full frame will definitely give you much sharper images, but it doesn't really matter. The crop sensor also does the job. You will also need a steady tripod. You will need a zoom lens, minimum 200 mm focal length. A 400 is always better and 600 is even better. Now most of the time, we may not have the 400 mm zoom with you because you have to rent it out or whatever challenge. You can always rent out a small extender which can fit onto your 200 mm lens, and that will give you a double magnification. It will turn your camera into, if it is 70-200, it will make it 140-400. That also really serves the purpose. So just in case, this is for your information. Now coming to the settings part of the camera, always keep your metering mode to spot metering. Now why I'm saying this? Because moon is the only highly illuminated object in the sky. I have this moon with me. Let me put it on. This is just called the artificial moon. The moon is, if you see, I'm putting it again in the background. The background, which is the sky, it is black or dark blue, and the moon is the only illuminating object. So what happens is, when you use the spot metering, the metering takes care of the exposure correctly and it only focuses on the moon to give you the right exposure, and it leaves out the background. So that gives you a very precision exposure when you're taking a shot of the moon. Now what aperture would you need? Anything around 11 to 16 is a good aperture. Going way beyond is not really recommended. So around 11 to 16 is always a good aperture to shoot on. Now let me explain you how you need to put your camera on the tripod. Now assuming if you are using a 70-200 mm lens, the lens will always have a small bracket on which you can mount the camera on the tripod. Never mount the camera on a tripod using the body, because what happens if you use the camera body and put it on a tripod, slowly because of the weight, the camera does try to tilt no matter how sturdy your tripod is. Do not mount your body, instead mount the lens. The lens has a bracket, put a lens on the tripod, so it will give you a nice balance. It will not allow the camera to tilt front or back. That's what is a very important point which people miss out on, and they end up getting blurry images. Now your camera is mounted. You have done the spot metering, you have set the aperture. ISO should be around 100 to 200 because the more ISO, the more noise, which you don't want. Now you're having a tripod. Why we are saying is because you don't want a jerk. And I always recommend people to shoot the moon when it's in the horizon. Now horizon means this is the moon right in front of me or maybe above me just a little bit. If the moon is right above you and you take a shot like this, you're going to move here and there because of the heavy lens, and that's what causes the blur. So it's always good to shoot the moon more in the horizon and parallel, because then you get a nice straight shot. A little bit 20-30 degrees is fine, but not really up in the sky. You won't get a shot. And one more important element here, the focusing. Many people use the half shutter to take a focus and allow the camera to take the focusing, which is not right. What you need to do here is you need to switch on to your from auto to manual, and in the viewfinder you need to go and set your focus manual. Let's look into the viewfinder, get the sharpest point. That's where the focusing happens, right? Do not rely on your camera to get you the right focus. It may misfire. So the camera is mounted. We have the aperture, we have the manual focus, we have the metering. Now we are about to take a shot of the moon. I highly recommend that you put the shutter on a timer mode, maybe 2-second mode or a 5-second mode. What happens when you try to take a shot of the moon and you click your shutter, when you touch the camera and move your hand out, that causes a bit of vibration in the camera. You may not realize that, but that does cause a vibration, and that's why you don't get a sharp image. Either the blur or the shake. So what happens when you put on the timer mode and you leave your hand, the camera will take 2 seconds to fire. Meanwhile, your hand is off, and that's where you get a nice crisp shot of the moon. So I hope this video has really helped you understand the basic settings, the gear, and overall the entire process of taking a shot of the moon. If you shoot the photo of the moon, tomorrow the full moon, or whenever you shoot a full moon, please do share your images on my Instagram handle. I will see you in the next video soon.